Hello, everyone. I am Ted, and today Emma and I are at the airport. An airport is a large building where aeroplanes land and take off, and where passengers begin and end their flights. We are going on holiday. In today's video, you will learn all the English you need at an airport. Check-in, security, boarding, and one small incident with my backpack at security. This is slow English, perfect for shadowing practice. Let's go.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Today we are at the airport. We are flying to Lisbon for a long weekend.
Lisbon is the capital city of Portugal. A long weekend means a holiday of 3 or 4 days.
I have been to the airport many times, and I know exactly what to do.
Emma is very organized when it comes to airports.
Ted is learning.
I am learning. Let's start. The first step at the airport is check-in.
Check-in means confirming your presence for your flight and getting your boarding pass.
A boarding pass is the document, printed or on your phone, that allows you to get on the aeroplane. It shows your name, flight number, seat, and gate.
We had already checked in online the night before. Online check-in means you do it from home using the airline's website or app.
But we still needed to drop off my bag. Drop off means to leave something at a designated place.
I had a carry-on suitcase, small enough to bring onto the plane. Ted had a large backpack, also carry-on.
Good morning. Can I see your passport and booking confirmation, please?
A booking confirmation is a document showing you have successfully reserved and paid for your flight. Of course, here you are.
Thank you. You're all checked in. Here are your boarding passes. Your gate is B14. Boarding begins at 10:15.
A gate is the specific door at the airport where you board your particular flight.
Excellent. Thank you. After check-in, we went to the security checkpoint.
Security means the area where your bags are scanned and you pass through a scanner to check you are not carrying anything dangerous.
A scanner is a machine that sees inside your bags using X-rays. An X-ray is a type of radiation that passes through solid objects and creates an image of what is inside.
At security, you need to remove certain items and place them in a tray.
A tray is a flat container, like a shallow box, that you put your items in so they can go through the scanner.
You must remove your coat, belt, and shoes. Laptops and liquids must also come out of your bag separately.
Liquids are any liquid items, drinks, perfume, shampoo. At airport security, liquids in your hand luggage must be in containers of 100 milliliters or less.
I put my coat and items in the tray very efficiently. I do this every time.
I looked at the list of prohibited items. Prohibited means not allowed. I started removing items from my backpack. A full water bottle, not allowed. Liquids over 100 milliliters. I had to empty it. A banana. The banana was fine. Food is usually permitted. Permitted means allowed. A bag of nuts, also fine. And then I found my camping knife.
Ted,
I forgot it was in there.
you forgot a knife was in your bag.
It is a small camping knife for outdoor activities. I went hiking 6 months ago.
Sir, I'm afraid this item cannot go through security. Sharp objects are not permitted in hand luggage.
Sharp means having a thin edge that can cut. Knives, scissors, and other sharp objects are not allowed in the cabin of an aeroplane. Do I need to leave it here?
Yes, sir. You can post it home from the post office near the entrance, or unfortunately, it will be confiscated.
Confiscated means taken away by an authority and not returned. I left the knife. We continued.
I told you to check your bag before we left.
I did check my bag.
Clearly not thoroughly enough.
I walked through the body scanner. The body scanner is the large frame you walk through that detects metal objects on your person. It beeped.
Sir, please step to one side. Do you have anything metal in your pockets?
I checked my pockets. My keys. I had forgotten to remove my keys and put them in the tray. I placed my keys in the tray. I walked through again. No beep.
Success.
Complete success. Minor delay. Everything under control.
We were at security for 18 minutes.
Security is important. It should not be rushed.
After security, we entered the departures lounge. The departures lounge is the area of the airport after security where you wait for your flight. It has shops, cafes, and seating areas.
It also has duty-free shops. Duty-free means you do not pay the normal taxes on certain items, so things like perfume, alcohol, and chocolate can be cheaper.
Ted immediately slowed down near the duty-free shop.
I was just looking.
Our gate opens in 1 hour. We have time for a coffee, not a shopping trip.
1 hour is plenty of time to browse. Browse means to look at things in a shop without necessarily planning to buy anything.
Ted bought chocolates.
Belgian chocolates. They are famous. It would have been wrong not to. We found a cafe and sat by the window. I love sitting by the window at the airport. You can watch the aeroplanes taxi on the runway.
Taxi means to move slowly along the ground. When an aeroplane taxis, it drives slowly from the gate to the runway before takeoff.
Takeoff is when the aeroplane leaves the ground and begins to fly.
I had a tea. Ted had a coffee.
And we shared the Belgian chocolates.
They were very good.
Worth every penny.
You say that a lot.
Good things are worth the money. About 45 minutes before the flight, we walked to gate B14.
A gate is the specific door at the airport where passengers board their flight. Large airports have many gates, A, B, C, and numbers.
We found our gate and joined the boarding queue.
Boarding means getting on the airplane. Airlines usually board in groups. First class first, then business class, then economy, by row number.
Economy class is the standard class of travel, the most affordable option. Business class has more space and services, but costs more.
We will now begin boarding flight TP382 to Lisbon. We ask passengers in rows 25 to 35 to come forward first.
Our seats were row 28. We joined the queue. At the gate, a staff member scans your boarding pass. I held my phone to the scanner. It beeped green. The gate arm opened. I felt very official. Official means formal and authorized, like a proper traveler.
Come on, down the jet bridge.
A jet bridge is the long and closed corridor that connects the airport gate to the door of the aeroplane. You walk through it to board.
We walked through the jet bridge. It was slightly cold and smelled of aeroplane.
I love that moment when you first step onto the plane.
Me too. The adventure begins.
We found our seats. Row 28, window and middle seats.
I had the window seat. Ted had the middle seat.
The window seat has a view out of the window. The middle seat is between the window and the aisle seat.
The aisle seat is next to the corridor, the aisle, that runs down the middle of the plane.
I put my backpack in the overhead locker. The overhead locker is the compartment above the seats with a door that opens upward. My backpack was quite full. It required some effort.
He pushed it in quite firmly.
It went in. That is all that matters. We sat down and fastened our seatbelts. Fasten means to close securely. A seatbelt is a safety strap that goes across your body to keep you secure in your seat.
The flight attendants did the safety demonstration. A flight attendant is a member of the airline crew who looks after passengers during the flight.
I always pay attention to the safety demonstration.
Every single time, even though you have flown many times.
Safety is important. You never know when the information will be needed.
That is very responsible.
I am a responsible traveler, apart from the knife.
Apart from the knife. I hope you enjoyed this slow and easy English story about going to the airport.
Today we learned so many useful airport vocabulary words.
Check-in means confirming your flight and getting your boarding pass. A boarding pass is the document that lets you board the plane.
A gate is the specific door where you board. Boarding means getting onto the aeroplane.
Security is the checkpoint where your bags are scanned. A tray is the flat container you put your items in.
Prohibited means not allowed. Permitted means allowed.
The departures lounge is the waiting area after security. Duty-free means no taxes on certain items.
Taxi means to move slowly on the ground. Takeoff is when the aeroplane leaves the ground.
A jet bridge is the corridor connecting the gate to the plane. An overhead locker is the storage above your seat.
A flight attendant is the crew member who looks after passengers during the flight.
Now, our question for you. Have you ever been on an aeroplane? Where did you fly?
Write your answer in the comments. We read every one.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and give us a like. See you next time.
Goodbye, everyone.